Hello there, my name is Jim Sparks and welcome to the 10th Spotlight, your favorite source for youth culture news, youth worker resources, and youth news in the Western Territory. In our first story, Gen Z is ditching dating apps. Remember when everyone was swiping left and right on dating apps? Well, times are changing, especially for Gen Z. Despite being the first generation to grow up with the internet, many young adults today are stepping away from dating apps and finding love the old-fashioned way. A recent survey shows that while 61% of dating app users in the United States are millennials, only 26% are Gen Z. So what's the deal? It turns out many Gen Z daters are overwhelmed by the fear of rejection and being cringe, making them hesitant to dive into the app scene. Instead, they're meeting people through friends, at school, at church, or just out in the world. Social media is also playing a big role. Apps like Instagram and TikTok give a better sense of who someone is beyond the polished profiles of dating apps. Some are even using Date Me docs, detailed Google documents shared via social media that include everything from personal info to past partner reviews. Yes, apparently that's a thing, a weird thing. Gen Z's move away from dating apps highlights a preference for more genuine connections. Let's just hope preference for more genuine connections with each other is the next great movement. Now on to tweens in tiny tube dresses and sneakers. Tweens and young teens are in a constant fashion whirlwind, but when it's time for the school dance, they all turn into clones. Think tiny, tight dresses and chunky branded sneakers like Nikes or New Balance. This look, straight out of the 2010s, features dresses that are strapless or with spaghetti straps, in every color and shimmer under the sun. Now, parents might squirm at the short length, but most seem to have thrown in the towel because they're wearing sneakers with dresses. Sneakers, even the pricey ones, are the go-to because, let's face it, have you seen how they walk in those heels? Girls, you go. Be comfortable in those shoes. You wear your sneakers. The identical dressing is all about fitting in while sneakily standing out. Tweens want to blend in with the crowd, but still hope someone notices their impeccable outfit coordination. This trend is like a national uniform, reminding us that the ultimate tween goal is to be indistinguishable from their friends, while somehow also being the most stylish in the room. Go figure. Our last story summarizes an interview you should check out. Ellen Galinsky's research project and book, The Breakthrough Years, reframe adolescence as a period of significant development rather than just storm and stress. Galinsky emphasizes the importance of positive perceptions of teens, highlighting how expectations shape behavior. Over 9 years, she surveyed over 1,600 adolescents and their parents to understand what teens want adults to know. There are 5 key messages here. The first, understand our development. Adolescents should be seen as growing individuals, not incomplete adults. They need to explore and take risks as part of their development, learning to be brave and making informed decisions. Number 2, talk with us, not at us. Teens seek agency and involvement in decision-making, desiring collaborative problem-solving rather than being dictated to. Number 3, don't stereotype us. Avoid lumping all teens into negative categories. Viewing adolescents negatively can lead to poor outcomes in their well-being. Number 4, understand our needs. Beyond physical necessities, teens require psychological needs such as autonomy, respect, and supportive relationships to thrive. And the last one, we want to learn stuff that's useful. Teens value learning practical skills that contribute to the overall life satisfaction and success, such as goal setting and collaboration. Galinsky advises against talking at adolescents, advocating for a skill-building approach that includes understanding teens' perspectives, setting limits, and fostering problem-solving. Ensuring adolescents feel seen and heard involves recognizing their efforts and understanding their communication. Parents should model the behavior they wish to see, as teens learn from observing adults' actions more than their words. What she didn't cover, however, is where does that smell come from? No, seriously, where does it come from? All be a mystery. Now let's do our youth shout out. Thanks to the amazing Ridgecrest Corps Officer Lieutenant Gina Noble, a 9th grader named Brooklyn Morris got to experience what we all love about camp. Carry Magazine documented a story about how the simple push to attend camp changed both of their lives. Brooklyn, who has been in foster care for most of her life and is used to being independent, decided to attend Camp Rebel Glen after finding a flyer in her school backpack. Initially unaware that it was a church camp, she enjoyed her time there, even mending a relationship with a peer. When the camp season ended, Noble began connecting with Brooklyn regularly, offering her opportunities to get involved at the Ridgecrest Corps. Brooklyn helped with this Corps summer day camp, holiday events, and attended the Golden State Divisional Youth Retreat, and now comes to Sunday morning worship services. Brooklyn, now more engaged with the Salvation Army, looks forward to another camp season and is considering a future as a camp counselor. She has aspirations for college, aiming to study journalism, photography, and criminal justice. Noble values her time with Brooklyn, seeing it as a meaningful way to positively impact a teenager's life. Way to go, Lieutenant Gina and Brooklyn. Can't wait to see you at camp. And that wraps up today's episode. All story and resource links will be shared in the notes below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video so the algorithm can feed you. Thank you for the work that you are doing to change the lives of our young people. See ya!